Okay. Sorry, you apparently didn't want to wake up yet. Okay, that works though, because what I want to share with you, a couple things. So number one, this call or video from Gary Vaynerchuk, I don't know how to say his last name. He was our keynote speaker at Summit. He's the author of Jab, Jab, Hook, if you've heard of that. I grew up in the wine business where you did a lot. Turning it up so hopefully you guys can hear it. And I gotta share my screen. Okay. A lot of business with Europe in the late 90s, early 2000s. I was always confused by August because August was the time that I completely got in. He's intense, guys. Hey, Michelle. Because I knew everybody was sleeping. And what I mean by that is, let me start it over. Everybody was on vacation. In Europe, all my vendors, they were gone. Come on. Okay. Hopefully that does it. This video August, and I'll tell you why. August fascinates me. I grew up in the wine business where it was just a lot of business with Europe in the late 90s, early 2000s. I was always confused by August. So annoying. August was the time that I completely. This is playing perfectly a second ago. Everybody was sleeping, and what I mean. Sleeping. All right. Everybody was on vacation in Europe. All my vendors, they were gone the whole month. Ghost in the U.S. A couple weeks. Holy smokes! Here, a couple weeks there, and you know it was really interesting. I just. Okay, Michelle. It's my time to get ready for that. I'm gonna try to hop off the call and see if that helps, and then I'll come back on. So I don't know. I know I have a lot open. I can close my stuff. Oh gosh, chat. Right? People came back in September and they were like just rolling fast for that prime time. It was in retail. For all you young hustlers out there or old hustlers out there, August is the month. This is the month where guys can go, I'm taking plenty. Seriously, so annoying. Okay. I need to like reboot my computer maybe. Sorry guys. Okay, we'll try if just refreshing the page helped.
Wait, you want to do it 3 times?
3 times, do I?
So.
He's like way down here.
How come 3 times, Mama?
Okay.
August fascinates me. I grew up in the wine business where you did a lot of business with Europe in the late 90s, early 2000s. I was always confused by August because August was the time that I completely got in the zone because I knew everybody was sleeping. And what I mean by that is everybody was on vacation. In Europe, all my vendors, they were gone the whole month. Ghost. In the U.S., a couple weeks here, a couple weeks there. And, you know, it was really interesting. I just really used it as my time to get rid of fourth quarter, right? People came back in September and they were like just rolling fast for that prime time. I was in retail. For all you young hustlers out there or old hustlers out there, August is the month. This is the month where guys, I'm taking plenty of time with my family. This is when people really slow it down. Look for those out of office replies because they're on the up during August. And if you're watching this video, video right now. If you want it as bad as I hear you want it, and if this is your year, and if 2017 is going to be your year, and if this is your moment, and if you're sick and tired, and it's your time, then my friends, you need to understand that these 30 or 31, these 31 days in August, these 31 days in August is exactly when you triple down, when you 4x, 5x down in your hustle, while everybody's at the pool drinking rosé. This is when you put in the grinding hours and get ready for your master plan. August, my friends, is always the month that sets the tone for your future, for all the people that are complaining or disappointed at where they're at. Now, I'm going to flip you a little bit. August is also the month for all those people that are content, like bags in their eyes, hustled all year, crushing it. It's a very strategic month to kind of go into that rest period, get a little sun, play a little tennis, play in the pool with your friends, your girlfriend, and your kids. August is such an interesting month for me. You can play it one or two ways, but it depends on where your head's at right now. It'll be over before you play, so don't play, just don't play.
Okay. Oh, was my screen not shared? I thought it was. Oh well. Okay. Hopefully you could still hear. I know. That's so awesome, huh? Okay, so I will share my screen now. All right. Sorry, guys. I thought that was shared, but hopefully you could hear him, and that's the point. So Gary, we'll call him Gary V. He was our keynote speaker, one of them at Summit, and my takeaway from him leaving there, I was like, he had great stuff to say. I don't feel inspired though. I feel like I just got punched in the face, but that's a good thing, I think. He left me feeling like I had to prove him wrong, and I think that's what he was going for. So what he said, couple things. Number one, a big takeaway, learn Snapchat yesterday. So his niche is kind of being able to see or foresee the digital media world, the social media world, and what's going to happen. And he's like, I'm not magic. Like, I'll invest into some of these that don't take off. But did I know that Instagram was going to be huge? Yes. Did I know that Facebook was going to be huge? Yes. Did I know? And he's like, you guys, Snapchat is the next big thing. It's already big. So learn it now. And basically I've seen that a lot of moms that I'm targeting are already on Snapchat. So I am behind. So I downloaded Snapchat. I started posting like 2 days ago. So that's a big thing, big advice is to hop onto there. You're going to find a lot of your clients. And do I know anything about it? No, not yet. So anyway, another thing that he specifically with social media was saying is just huge and hot and you got to get on there are the Facebook. So if you do have a like page, if you don't yet, that's fine. It was like in my 3rd or 4th month that I opened up my like page, but just choose the platforms that you want to dive into. So my like page, I never gave it much love. I tried, but I didn't even seek out much training on it either. So this month I'm dedicated to growing my like page and using that as an avenue for my business because I've seen it so successful for so many people. Like look up Micah Folsom, Tara Bileck's pages. They're incredible. And I've heard like a marketing strategy is take 10% of what you make and plug that back in for yourself for marketing. And I know that's hard to do from the beginning. So, I mean, it's not a must and you don't ever have to do it. But I have heard enough coaches say that when they market themselves and they're doing it correctly, it's paying off tenfold. And so far I've put some marketing money into my like page and I haven't reached too big of results. I've gotten a couple leads and been able to help them out and stuff, but monetarily wise, it hasn't really probably close to breaking even, but anyway, so that's what I'm honing in on as far as like new learned something. Like I'm going to be a student this month for my like page. And the reason being, he's saying that the dark posts, so when you're going through your news feed and you're seeing the sponsored ads, those are dark posts. So they're not off to the side, like a banner or something like that. You are actually in the news feed and it's kind of hidden in there for your target market. And so, yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at this week or this month. The last big takeaway from Gary was that he looked around and he said, I am telling you all of this. Basically, I don't think you're going to do it. And marketing ruins everything. Once these businesses understand that Facebook is where it's at, prices are going to keep going up and up and up. Right now, the Facebook dark posts are super cheap. But when these big businesses realize that nobody's watching their crap on TV, they're going to plug into Facebook and it's going to get ruined. And you guys are going to ruin it for me. But the reason I'm telling you is because I think 95% of you aren't going to do anything that I tell you to do. And so for me, that like totally lights a fire to my butt. And I'm like, heck yeah, I'm the 5%. Like I'm doing this. I'm doing it now. So that was some gold nuggets from my Gary V experience. So next, I'm just going to move into our live power hour. I'm going to do it a little bit different, because, and I'm not even sure if this is the exact one. It was on that Team Beachbody Cup page. So I was going to show this to Jody because I know you have your own team going. When you go to read the rules for the team, what is that? teambeachbodycup.com. Go to read the rules, and maybe you've already been here, I don't know, but you just click on this Beachbody Champions Facebook page, and it'll take you straight into where I am on this Beachbody Champions. That's where this Gary V video was. But when you're in here, there's just so many gold nuggets. So there's a bunch of videos I'm planning on plugging into today. But what I did was opened up YouTube because there's a video and I couldn't find it on the feed today because it's been a week and there's like tons of posts.
Of what to do. Ultimately, you have to get in and do it and find what works best for you because everyone's group is really different. But this is an amazing place to start. And truly,
we're just going to join them for the live power hour.
Is go down the list and just keep ourselves accountable and do it. So at the top, the first thing says proof that the product works, right? Did you drink your shake today and did you work out? So that's up to you guys.
I had my shake.
I think Christy, you have. I'm sure Stacy has because she gets me early. So I have 2. So I can check that off my list. Personal development. That is something that if you haven't done after this call, I would encourage you to do for 10 minutes. Or even today, you could almost consider this your personal development, right? Because this really is working on yourself and you're listening to me talk and I'm walking you through it and you're growing yourself. So I can even say that you can check that out. Hey, Sarah, we started to see you. We're working off the business activity is what we're doing. Can you mute yourself? Sorry, Liz, there you go. Exactly. Okay, so I can't put music on because I do want to record this and upload it to YouTube and they won't let me play music. So what we're going to do is we are just going to go down the list and we're just going to get our things done. And I want you guys to use the chat bar at the bottom. And when you're finished, just write what you've done in there, okay? So if you don't know where that's at, here. You guys see that pop up? So I'm going to move that to the side. All right, so every day I have a list that I work from. You can call it Power of 3, you can call it Business Activity Tracker, you can do whatever you want. But I encourage you, I know tonight we're doing it in the evening, but really, and like this weekend, we're having Melanie Mitro, who's the top coach, who knows what she's doing, right? She's the top coach for 2 years now. She's called Eat That Frog. And I know, Stacey, you've read that book before. It's an awesome book. And truly, the premise of it is like, making your list of what you need to do every day. And Beachbody's made that easy for us because it's a free battle behavior. It's really not that hard. But that if you do it first thing in the morning, then you have it off of your mind and it's done and you ate that frog and you're finished. So first thing that I do every single day is I start 3 new conversations.
Now, if you want your business to grow faster, you need to start more conversations. But really, that is like the minimum kind of place to start. So I'm going to say go, and let's go through your Facebook feed, go through people that, new people. This is new contacts, new conversations. Maybe somebody who has liked or commented recently on one of your posts. And I want you to simply just say hi. I want you to say, something that I usually say is, hey girl, I saw that you know, I go to like their Facebook feed, so here, let me share my screen with you, and I'll show you someone that I'm gonna message. I already did this today, but I'm doing it again. So let me go to my Facebook. Okay, here's a guy that I knew in high school, right? I don't usually reach out to guys, but this guy and I had like a fun, like laughing relationship. So he just had a baby. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna message him. I'm gonna say, hey Steve, congrats on the birth of your new baby. I hope that everything is going well. She is so cute. And I'm just gonna simply send that message. And that's one person of my 3. So this, like I said, could be someone who's liked and commented on your posts, someone that you wanna connect with, you just know would be awesome coach on your team, or would be like a really awesome challenger in a challenge group, maybe someone who already like talks about health and fitness on your newsfeed. And this is something that I recently started doing that I wanna share with you guys. So if you go to someone's thing, like so here, if I hover over it, and when you're on your computer, it's much easier than when you're on your phone. But if you hover over their name, then it goes to friends. See where it comes up here, get notifications, plus it's add to another list. I want you to click add to another list, and I want you to create a list. Now you guys haven't done this yet, but you can create a list. So right now I have a list called January 4 list. So it's almost, January's almost over, but I would say start with January.
Cool.
And add them to that list. Now, you can add that list to your favorites on a side panel of your thing. And now it's going to create a unique news feed.
That is so cool.
Your list. So that way you can make sure that you are interacting with them. You're not having to scroll through Facebook to find that person. You don't have to remember to go to their page directly. You just now have an organized list, right? This is helpful because I found that it was really
so helpful. That's so cool.
So now I know with those people that I've put on my list, every couple of days I go through that specific newsfeed and I am commenting on those people's posts.
So
I'm not
cool.
commenting on everything, but I'm just commenting on the things that I'm adding value to their life.
Sorry, I'm stopping sharing so I can try that.
To do, because aren't you more apt to go like and comment on someone else's page who does the same for you, right? People like to know that you care. And so now when you send the message and you're commenting on your stuff and you're going to go through and then maybe a week or 2, then you're going to have, invite that person to your challenge group. So this has kind of been my new approach. And this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, so go through and start 3 new conversations. Okay? I'm going to leave my screen up here and I'm going to do the same.
Sorry guys.
Hey, Abby. Hey, sorry. Am I not? I don't know how to mute. I'm on my phone. I'll mute you. Hold on. Okay, thank you. Mute. Okay. You're good. So we're just going through right now. If you guys are popping on and we are commenting on, or we're finding a person that we want to talk with and we're starting a conversation. We're simply just going to their newsfeed and we're finding someone that we want to just communicate with. So that's kind of what we're doing. And now I wish I could find a place. So like, here's a girl. go through and I'm going to add that person to my list. And remember, when you're done, just write on the thing that you're finished. Oh, and I'm sorry to write their names down on your BAT or on your piece of paper. That way you know who you talked to. And I actually had someone send me a friend request today, which never happens. And so I'm gonna message her. So something too that I go through, as I'll go through and I'll look at their page, like something that they've recently done, and I'll try and find something funny.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I was kind of multitasking. How did you make that little list?
Okay, so if you hover over a person's name, right here where it says friends, first thing's get notifications, it says add to a list.
Okay.
And then you're at the bottom of that, it says new list. And I just have been doing it, I call it my January form list. I've grouped all of my Beachbody coaches into that list. Anyone on our team, any Beachbody coach at all. Now that doesn't mean that they're out of your news feed. That just means that if you want to go to someone specifically, then like you can just make sure that this is what you're liking and commenting on. So we should almost be done. Okay, so we should be done with that. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next thing for the sake of time. Social media posts. If you have not made a social media post today, I want you to do that while we're on the phone call. Or if you've only made 2 or whatever, I want you to make a post tonight, because making a post in the evening is like the prime time. Like everyone's home from work. So maybe it's something motivational, maybe it's something that you ate with dinner, maybe it's an objection that you got today that you can turn into some sort of funny post. Maybe it is like today, I know I posted about, I posted something funny. I posted about my daughter getting in the picture with me. I posted my son climbing in my chair, and I need to post something about coaching. I guess that was not coaching, because that was about the thing, but I'll make some sort of post tonight. Maybe it's something that during your personal development that you read that you were like, God, that really was like awesome. That was something that, and I keep a list on my phone now. That way, like, because some days I'm feeling super creative and I have so many things that like I'm like, oh, that would be an awesome post. Oh, that would be an awesome post. Well, instead of worrying about,
That's something I've started doing too, just in my notepads when I have good ideas flowing. I'll just do them for like a rainy day post.
Down, and that way I save it for later. Or I take a screenshot of a quote that I like that I want to then embed over a picture of myself. Or, you know, that kind of stuff. That way you're like, when you're getting inspired, or like when you're having like, I've heard other people say, like, when you're having like a really good hair and makeup day, like stockpile pictures of yourself, like in outfits or something. I've heard this multiple times from multiple coaches.
It's a good idea.
That's kind of what they do. Because, like, you know, most people don't look beautiful every single day. I mean, today I'm a hot mess. But, you know,
Real quick?
yeah, go for it.
So Sundays are always my day to run, and when I run, I like you daydream and like I think of a bunch of stuff. So I started doing that. Like I'll stop when I run, and I'll put in a bunch of posts. And so if I can't think of something during the week, I go back to that list.
Yeah,
And
that's awesome.
I find things to post. And then also, you know, when you're working out and they say something,
Right there.
I forget.
Mm-hmm.
So I start.
You're breaking up.
So.
Sorry, you broke up at the end. I couldn't hear you.
But also, in like during the workouts, if you hear something that they said that you're like, oh, I can turn this into a post. If you wait till the end of the workout, you're gonna forget. I forget again. mine. So I write it in my phone right away.
No, that's awesome. Okay, now we're gonna go through and we're gonna add 3 new people to our Facebook friends. You're simply just gonna send them a Facebook friend request. You can also send them a message at the same time if you want to, but you don't have to. So Facebook makes this pretty simple. When you go up to the top, you go on your account. This is sort of the way that I started doing it, because guys, when I first started, I had like 400 friends on Facebook, and now I have 1,200. Now, that didn't happen overnight. You don't want to be like a friend requesting like 100 people a day, but the rule of thumb is 3 people a day. And so if you do that every single day over the course of the year, 3 times 365, guess who's going to have 1,100, 1,200 new friends? You. So do that, and then write down when you're done. And something, I'm just going to talk you guys through this because I already did mine today and I don't want to send too many. On Instagram, something that I do, and you can do this on Facebook too, but I have found that it's so much easier on Instagram, and I wish I could share my phone screen with you, but I will go just simply up in the chat bar and I will search a hashtag of something that is not super common. So like, for instance, something that I use when I run is Thorlow running socks, right? So I've searched Thorlow socks as a tag, and I go to the most recent or the top posts, and then I find someone that when I look at, if I'm like, she looks like someone that I would, like to get to know better, click on her picture. I target women. It's just me. I don't target guys usually. And you simply go to their page, and Shalene says you like 5 pictures, and you comment on 3 pictures, and then hopefully it's called the 5-3-1. You like 5, you comment 3, and then hopefully 1 is they follow you back. And if it's someone that you really think their page is awesome, I follow them. That way I can stay in contact with them because I think they would be a great coach. So
Last time
Her screen's frozen.
Thing that I do is, like right now, there is, and this is something too that I learned from Shalene, is she was like, go to my page. She's like, go in the comments of my pictures. She's like, you already know that they like me. They like Payo, duh. And I was like, well, that's pretty smart. It seems so simple, but it's so true. So sometimes I'll go to like Autumn's page, or Shalene's page, or Shanti's page, or like other really popular Instagram following pages, or you can do this, like I said, with like pages too on Facebook. And you find people that, and it's hard sometimes because it's not a lot of people that say follow Shalene Johnson or follow, a lot of those people are going to be Beachbody coaches. And don't waste your time interacting with other Beachbody coaches. Those people are already your coaches, right? They're not going to be people on your team. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that. So when you had your 3 people, right, that you're done. Another page that I have found recently that gets a lot of, has a lot of people that are looking to get fit. There's a page called Bikini Body Mommy, or there's another one called TIU Team. That's the hashtag that people use, and I think it's called Fit Girls something. I should know the name of it, but I don't. But that page has like 4 million followers. Fit Girls Guide, Fit Girls Guide, 4.3 million followers. So today I went through and I found this picture, which can you see, it's like a peanut butter cup, a healthy peanut butter cup. And I just went in the comments section, and there's I mean, I'm talking thousands of people, right? Like, and this is why I share this with you, because like there's so many people out there that are looking to get healthy and fit, like women 25 to 30 years old. Like there's just millions of people out there. And so you have to have like the growth mindset. Like there is more than enough people out there for all of us. And you know, eventually you're going to connect with the right person who's meant to connect with you and be on your team. So I don't feel like I'm giving away secrets or like I'm hiding anything, because really ultimately at the end of the day, they were going to be connecting with you because that was in the bigger plan. At least that's just the way that I look at things. So everyone should be done with that. So you added 3 people to your new people to your thing. So write those names down, add them to your Facebook list if they're on Facebook, or put them on your piece of paper if you're on Instagram. That way you can make sure that you're going through and you're liking and commenting on their stuff. All right, now I want you to go through. Now is the tough part. Now is the invite part, okay? So people that you've been interacting with, or people that you think would be really, really good for a challenge group. Someone maybe who has liked and commented on one of your challenge group posts. Likes. Maybe you haven't gone through, but I want you to go out, and I want you to reach out, and I just simply want you to say this. This is something that I said today. I'm going to pull up one of my conversations. I find that the shorter that I keep it, the less anxious it makes me feel, and the more effective it is, because it's not contrived. It's not like I'm trying to sell them something. I just say something simple. So like this is something that I said to a girl this morning. I said, hey, I know this is random, and I'm not sure if you've seen my post about my health and fitness group that I run. I would love for you to join me. We have so much fun together. We get fit, and I'm super tough to do alone. Do you want me to send you some more information? That's what I said to her. This is someone that I've been commenting, like had started a conversation with. I've been talking to her ever since August. So like I've invited her a couple of times since then, but I reconnected with her on January 16th. So that kind of gives you an idea. Like I've been talking with her now, for 9 days? And so I didn't just lead with the invite. She's someone I've been, like those 3 people that you started conversations with, those are people that maybe next week you're going to invite. So like she just said to me, if you want, I can look into it. I can't make any promises, but I'm interested in learning more. So basically she told me no, but I'm not going to get my feelings hurt. I planted a seed, and now she's on my January form list. I will just continue to like and engage with her. Another one that I saw, they sent today, hold on. And I just made a post about my fitness group, so that's why I used that one. And I want you to send 3 invites to your next challenge group, which if you don't have a date for one, that's something you need to work on. Or I have a group that's starting February 1st.
I'm going to pause her real quick and chime in the part of, do you want me to send you more info? Like that is so important. For about the first 6, 7, 8 months of my business, I would end it with, let me know if you'd like more info. Nobody's ever going to respond to that. Which is so interesting psychologically. Like I just never realized that. But make sure you end your invites with a specific call to action. Do you want me to send you more info? Is this something you are interested in? Like be so specific and don't leave it up to, let me know if you're interested. So I learned that the hard way.
A place. And the next one after that will be, hold on, look at my calendar. I want to put it on my phone, hold on. But I should have started this by saying the first place you need to start is getting a date for your next challenge group. My mistake. So, February 15th. So the 1st or the 15th. Now, if you don't have a new challenge group yet, if you don't want to join mine, maybe you just want to send your invites out for coaching. My goal is 1 person a day to send invites to about coaching. So we're going to jump into that since we only have 5 more minutes, and maybe that's something that you are wanting to, build your team, and really it's the personal invites where that happens. And again, people aren't going to say yes right away, but You want to have something to invite them to. It's not just inviting to coaching in general. You want to invite them to a sneak peek or an opportunity call, or, you know, just you want to learn more information, that kind of thing. So I have an opportunity call on the calendar for this week on Wednesday. So that's something that you could invite them to. Or I have a sneak peek on the calendar for the 15th through the 17th with a live opportunity call on the 17th. So let's do that. Let's send our one invite to coaching now, and then we will be finished.
And coming up for us, if if Melissa Brewer doesn't do her team call this coming Tuesday,
This is something that
we can, but usually she does a live hour call Tuesday, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So I'll have to check.
Be on my team. And this is a row in my challenge group right now. And so I'm going to send her a message to join me in a webinar. So I'm saying, hey girl,
Hi,
did you ever
Laura.
get the customer service stuff figured out? Also, I wanted to invite you to our team's new opportunity webinar. It's Wednesday night. I would love for you to join me. You know that I
Okay.
adore you and how much you love your health and fitness. Let me know and I will send.
That's okay. I'm actually, you're on the call.
I always
On
send
the call.
hearts, smiley face.
We're just wrapping up. You're fine.
And I think that when you are messaging things like emoticons
Okay,
and stuff,
bye.
just make it like, it just is more personable. I don't know. And maybe that's not your personality, and that's cool too. But I want you to write down that person's name that you invited to learn more about the business. And then you are done. So truly, that's all you have to do every single day. And if we were more organized and once you get a system down, you can get that done in 15 minutes every single day. Now, you would use the other 15 minutes to then follow up with messages. Now, the way that you are going to stay on task and get that done is by not worrying if someone else messages you during it. If your phone, my phone is buzzing over here at the store. I'm not looking at it. If your phone bothers you, put it in another room, right? You have your list, you have your vital behaviors, your no matter what you have to get done every single day. Starting 3 new classes, adding 3 new
Awesome.
friends.
I got good stuff from her. So this was a good little sneak into other teams' calls. It's kind of fun.
Right? Those are the 4 things that you have to do every single day, which really will only take you 10 to 15 minutes once you get that system down. And I have found that those Facebook lists really make it so
It's going to make a world of a difference.
easy to organize. And
Yeah.
then I'm not worrying going through my newsfeed. Like,
I'm talking to her.
I'm going to invite. Oh my God, I feel so weird and sleazy and skeezy and scammy because I'm randomly messaging people, and I never felt right about that. So I really have just created a system, and my goal is to start 5 new conversations every single day. The reality is those 5 people aren't going to write me back. But once I start the conversation, I keep it going. And when either the time is right, because if you are bringing it up, they are going to bring it up to you. Like, it happens all the time. And when you're sharing and you're using your feed as a place to share what you do and why you love your job,
We'll have to go to
share about your
YouTube.
workouts,
Go to
people are
YouTube.
going to bring it up because they are now in your newsfeed because you're talking with them, right? So you are you're in their feed more. And so they're going to say things like, oh my gosh, I love your video. Or like, for me, I just went to LA. People are like, oh my gosh, how was your trip to LA? You know, you seem to really love what you do. And in my opinion, now they've opened up the door, right? They've acknowledged what I do. And I don't just say, oh my God, you're on my team, right? I say, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I love what I do because blank, and I relate it to something that I see in them. You know, I love it because I'm a stay-at-home mom, just
Go to
like you,
YouTube.
and now I have a chance to build a business. And then I just simply say something like, is that something you've ever considered? You know, want me to send you more info? And then if they say no, no big deal.
And then we're
But
just wrapping up.
now, you know, I just planted
Then
that
come
seed
help.
and they're watching.
We're just
And I
wrapping up,
made
then
it
I'll come
like
help.
It was no big deal. And it wasn't, right? Because eventually those people come around and they may want to join your challenge group. Or then maybe when the time is right, you bring back up a conversation again, and then maybe you ask them for a referral. You know, you could say something like, hey, I know we chatted before, it wasn't for you, but I really just am loving what I'm doing so much, and I just really want to help other women. Is there anyone that you can think of that might be good at this? And, you know, the more you do it, right, we are what we repeatedly do. So if you feel uncomfortable with inviting you, if you feel uncomfortable with, you know, a friend requesting people, if you feel uncomfortable with posting about coaching, the only way that we're going to get better is by doing it more. So I hope that this has helped you see that really it's not that hard. It's working from a list, it's getting organized, and the business activity tracker is the best place to start. I just started a free 30-day trial with a CRM, which is called a customer retention management. I don't even remember what it stands for. Anyways, it is an electronic way to house your contacts. So I just downloaded my Facebook list. I'm going to import my contacts, and it tells you who to message. It's going to kind of do it for you. Now, it does cost money. I'm trying it out first. I learned about it this weekend with all the people that I was with, and people swear by it. So you put your income goals in, you put your why in. So every day when you log in, it reminds you of why you do what you do, right? Because that's how we keep going. When it gets tough, we remember why we began. And I actually was writing my why today during it when I was setting mine up, and I said, really, in this weekend, I was diving deeper into my why. Like, really, my why is to help other women feel confident and love their bodies again. And then in turn, to teach that to their families and their children so they can raise like self-confident people, right? Because as mommies, we are raising little people that are going to grow up to be adults. And I want my babies to be confident and to not struggle with the things that I did. So if I can help other women do that, and then they in turn bless their families in that way, then that's the way that I feel like I've left my mark on this world. That's why I love Beachbody Coaching. So your why may be similar, it may be completely different. It may be income driven, it may not be, it may be brain driven. I mean, everyone's why is different. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So thank you so much for joining me. I am going to, hold on, let me make sure that I use the same.
Okay, I think she's done.
I use the same meet.
We're gonna pause her. Okay, Michelle, thanks for hopping on with me. That's basically it. So guys, that shows you how simple it is to build this business. You don't even have to have a full hour to set aside. Like she said, you could crack that down in 15 or 20 minutes. And if you want to see your business build faster, then do it twice or 3 times. That's what the top coaches are doing when they're putting in 40 hours a week. They're literally doing power hour and a power hour and a power hour. You know, whether it takes you the full hour or not, that's the lingo we're using. So, Michelle, do you have any questions? Do you feel like you have all the resources you need in order to hit your power hour? On our team page, you guys, you will find the Power of Threes tracker in the file section. You will find, which is basically what she went through, in a little bit different order, I think, but it's all the same stuff. It's all there. We have a Power of Tens as well, and that's what I use. And I will upload, I put together an Instagram sheet which talks about using that 5-3-1 rule that she touched on. So I just have a space for 10 people. I don't always fill it up with 10 people, but I set goals kind of per day and per week for what my minimum goal is. And so with the Team Cup going on, yeah, I'm aiming for 10 of like everything. And so, but I'm making it a minimum of 5. And so that's kind of my range right now that I'm working in to hit my Success Club goals for this month. But yeah, trying to hit Success Club 5 is just vital for your business. And honestly, you guys, that Facebook friends list is a game changer, because as you're tracking, sometimes it's hard to remember to go back and like people's stuff. But if you're building a list on Facebook, holy freak, you can just pull that up 3 times a week and keep adding value to these people and keep commenting. And that's how you're dating them. you're not going to get too much success from those cold invites. Sometimes that sparks a conversation, which is great. And that's how Instagram has allowed me to kind of expand out more, because I'm inviting people with cold and then we talk from there. But Facebook is not privy to those cold invites. Let me tell you what. So you do need to court your prospective coaches and clients. And that's a great way to do it. So huge gold nugget right there, huge game changer that's going to help my business a ton. So I hope you enjoyed the call and that it was helpful. And we'll talk later. Post any questions that you have.